Hello friends, now we are starting exercise 1.2. Before starting the example from this exercise, let us revise the important formulas which we have proved in the last lecture. So in the last lecture we have proved one formula as an theorem to find out length of arc of a circle. So length of arc we are denoting by S. S is the length of arc of a circle of radius r subtending an angle theta radian at the center of circle. Then we have proved that this length of arc S can be find out applying which formula? R theta. Means to find out length of arc we will require two values r and theta. The important thing that theta should be measured in what? Radian. In case in the example if theta is given in degrees, first convert that angle theta in degree into what? Radian, and then these formulas can be applicable. And second formula is to find out area of a sector, and to apply this formula again we will require the same two values r and theta, where r is the radius of the circle and theta is the angle of the sector which is measured in what? Radian. So if these two values are known to us, then applying this formula half r square theta we are able to find out area of sector. Now again we are trying to get another formula to find out area of sector, so try to understand it. So half, keep it as it is, half we are not disturbing to half. This r square can be written as what? R into r. Keep this theta as it is, just simply r square can be written as what? R into r. So keep this half as it is, r also as it is. This r into theta means what? R into theta means S. So here this r theta can be replaced by S. So in this way we have got second formula to find out what? Area of sector. When first formula is applicable if radius and angle of the sector is given to us, and when the second formula is applicable if length of arc and radius of circle is given to us. So in this way we will have two formulas to find out what? Area of the sector. So applying these formulas, now we are solving first example. Observe the first example here. In the first example we have to find out length of an arc of a circle. Means what we have to find out? Length of arc means we have to find out S, and to find out length of arc which two values are required? R and theta. Let us check whether these values are given in the example or not. So we have to find out length of arc of a circle which subtend an angle 108 degree. Means angle is given to us at the center if the radius of the circle is 15 centimeter. Means radius is also given and theta is also given. If these two values are given, so this formula is applicable to find out length of arc. So first write down here given condition. So what is the given condition here? First given condition is theta. Theta is equals to what? 108 degrees. But we know that to apply this formula we have to convert this degree measure into what? Radian measure. So and we know the method to convert degree measure into radian measure, simply by multiplying by pi by 180 we know that degree will get converted into radian. Remaining part is simplification part. Observe both the numbers, check whether 108 and 180 are divisible by 36. Yes, so 36 threes are and 36 5s are. So in this way we have got the value of theta in radian, and second given value is radius. What is the radius of the circle? Will be equal to 15 centimeter. So we have one formula to find out length of arc. That length of arc we are denoting by what? S, and its value can be find out applying which formula? R theta. So which is equal to, replace r by its value 15 and theta by its value 3 pi upon 5. Whenever we are substituting the value, don't write the unit of measurement, don't write here radian and don't write here centimeter. Then simplified. So 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. So which is equal to 3 into 3 will be equal to 9 pi. So in this way we have got our length of arc. Now in case of objective type question, if the answer in the option is not in terms of pi, its meaning is that pi will get replaced by its value 3.14 or 22 by 7. And after substituting the value of pi, complete the calculation part, you will get your required length of arc. Now see the example number second. In this example, the given condition, the radius of the circle is 9 centimeter. It is given to us that this radius is equal to 9 centimeter. And question is to find out length of the arc of a circle. And what is the formula to find out length of arc? S is equals to r theta. R is given to us. And let us see what is the value of theta here. which cuts an chord of length equal to the length of radius. Means we have to find out length of such arc which cuts, and we have to find out length of such arc of this circle which cuts a chord of length equal to what? Radius of the circle. So try to understand the condition here. One arc of a circle is there, we have to find out length of such arc. Let us denote that arc by what? AB, which cuts a chord. Here which chord is corresponding to this arc AB? That is chord AB, and this chord is equal to what? Radius of the circle, means is equal to what? 9 centimeter. This is the given condition, and using this condition we will try to find out value of theta. Once the value of theta is known to us, what is the formula to find out length of arc? S is equals to arc theta. R is already given. We are trying to find out first value of theta using given condition, and lastly, once theta is known to us, we are easily able to find out our required length of arc. So what is our supposition here? Let O be the center of circle of radius 9 centimeter. It is given to us that radius is equals to what? 9 centimeter. Now we are supposing that this arc AB and let arc AB cuts a chord. What is the given condition? Cuts a chord of length equal to length of radius, isn't it? So cut which chord? Chord AB of length equal to radius. This arc AB cuts a chord AB of length equal to radius. So therefore we can say that here OA is the radius, OB is also radius, and AB is also equals to what? AB is also equal to radius. Means length of this segment are equal, and equal to what? 9 centimeter. So this implies that if you will observe here, OA, OB and AB are the sides of this triangle, and here the length of three sides are equal, means we can say that triangle is what? Equilateral triangle. So therefore, or this implies that triangle OAB is equilateral triangle. Now since this triangle is equilateral triangle, that's why here we can say that angle AOB is equals to, so therefore angle AOB is equal to 6. Let us denote this angle by theta. Angle AOB is equal to how much? 60 degrees, because this is the angle of which triangle? Equilateral triangle. Now to apply this formula, once this angle is known to us, to apply this formula, which formula? S is equals to R theta, we will require the value of theta in terms of what? Radian. So convert degree measure into radian. For that purpose, multiply by pi by 180. Degree will get converted into radian. Both the numbers are divisible by 60. 61s and 63s. So what result we are getting? Pi radian upon 3. Once the value of theta is known to us, radius is already given to us, therefore we are able to find out length of our required arc. So therefore length of arc AB is equals to, what is the formula? R theta. So what is the value of radius? Radius is equal to 9 centimeter, and theta, just now we have got the value of theta is equal to pi by 3. 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So what result we are getting? 3 into pi is 3 pi, and here unit of measurement is what? Centimeter. So that's why we can say that length of this arc will be equal to 3 pi centimeters. Now see the question number 3rd. In this question we have to find out the angle. Angle means what? Theta. And this angle we have to find out degrees, which is subtended at the center of circle by an arc of circle whose length is 15 centimeter. Means 15 centimeter is the length of arc, but length of arc generally we are denoting by what? S. Means S is given to us 15 centimeter if the radius of the circle is 25 centimeter. Means length of arc and radius of circle. These two values are given to us, using which we have to find out angle theta, which is subtended by arc at the center of circle. So first write down here given condition. What is the given condition? First given condition means first value is S, length of arc will be equal to 15 centimeter, and second value is radius, which you are denoting by R, which is equal to 25 centimeter. These two values are given to us. If these two values are given, then theta can be find out applying the formula S is equals to R theta, which implies that theta is equals to R is multiplied on this side. So using transformation, if we are taking it on the another side, it will get divided. Means on this side what we will get? S upon R. So which is equal to, now I am replacing S by its value 15 and R by its value 25. After simplifying it, what result we are getting? Both the numbers are divisible by what? 5 3s are, and 5s are. So whatever may be the value which you are getting is in radian, because we know that this formula is applicable only if theta is measured in radian. Or applying this formula, if we are finding theta, means definitely whatever may be the angle which you have got here is in radian. But question is to find out the angle in what? Degrees. So let us try to convert it into degrees. We know that radian measure can be converted into degree measure just simply multiplying to it by 180 upon pi. If you are multiplying to radian measure by 180 upon pi, it will get converted into a degree. Remaining part is simplification part. See what we'll get here. 5 1s are 5 and 5 36 are 180. So which is equals to, so what we will get here? 3 into 36 will be equal to 108 degree upon pi. In this way we have got the value of theta in terms of degrees. If you want to simplify it, we are able to replace pi by its value. Pi by its value what? What is the value of pi? It will be equals to 3.14. Remaining part is calculation part. So as you are the student of class 11th, easily you are able to complete the calculation part. After finding this division, let us check whether your answer is 34.40 or not. In this way we have converted this radian measure into degree measure. So if you are keeping your answer in this form also, till you will get full weightage, or if you are substituting value of pi is equal to 3.14, whatever may be the result you are getting, this answer is also considered as what? Correct answer. But whenever objective type question is given, whenever we are solving objective type question, at that time may be possible that the answer is given in terms of pi, or may be possible that pi is replaced by what? 3.14, and we will get new value of theta in decimal form. Is it clear? So in this way we are finding value of theta in degrees. Now see the example number 4th. In this example, it is given to us that a pendulum of length 14 centimeter. So all of you are very well aware with the pendulum. In some watches may be possible that you have observed what? Pendulum. So here length of this pendulum is equals to what? 14 centimeter. So if this pendulum completes one revolution, at that time definitely we can say that it forms what? Circle. And what will be the radius of that circle? Will be equal to length of pendulum, means length of pendulum is nothing but what? Radius here can be considered as what? Radius. So first given condition is length of pendulum is equals to, let us denote it by R, and its value is equal to what? 14 centimeter. Hope you have got it why we are able to consider length of pendulum as a radius. And it is given to us that this pendulum oscillates through an angle of 18 degree. Means this angle of oscillation will be equals to what? 18 degree. Generally we are denoting angle by what? Theta. Means second given value is theta, which is equal to 18 degrees. Let us convert this degree measure into radian measure, because our formulas are applicable when the angle is measured in what? Radian. And we know that to convert degree measure into radian measure, simply we are multiplying by pi by 180. So degree will get converted into radian. So 18 ones are and 18 tens are. So what result we have got here? Pi radian upon 10. Means value of theta in radian is known to us. Now question is to find out length of its path. So length of this path we have to find out. If we'll observe here very carefully, can I say that this length of the path is nothing but area of arc of the circle? So arc of the circle means what? S. Here length of the path is nothing but what? Arc. And length of arc can be find out applying which formula? S is equals to r theta. So r is also known, theta is also known, so easily we are able to find out length of the path. So therefore required length of path, let us denote it by S, and we can be find out applying which formula? S is equals to r theta. Here r is nothing but 14 and theta, just now we have got the value of theta, is pi upon 10. So check that both the numbers are divisible by 2. So 2 sevens are 7 into pi, 7 pi divided by 2 5s are. So in this way we have got what? Length of arc in terms in what? Centimeter. So which is equal to, if we are replacing pi by its value, what is the value of pi? 3.14 upon 5, keep it as it is. Let us try to complete the calculation part. 7 4s are 28, carry 2, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, 0.73s are 21. So 21.98 divided by 5. If we are finding this division, so you will get an approximate value 4.4 centimeter. So hope all of you are, as you are the student of now class 11, so easily you are able to complete this calculation part and check that you are getting this value or not. So this is nothing but approximate value. Approximate value means you are getting values very close to what? 4.4. In this way we have got a required length of path. Now see the example number 5th. In the example number 5th, two arcs of the same length sustain an angle of 60 degree and 75 degree at the centers of the circle. At the centers of the circle means here two circles are given to us. Let us denote the arc of first circle by S1 and arc of second circle by what? S2. And these arcs sustain the angle 60 degree and 75 degree at the centers of the circle. Let us denote the radius of first circle by R1, radius of second circle by R2, and angle subtended by this arc at the center of the first circle by theta 1 and angle subtended by second arc at the center of the circle by theta 2. And later on, using this given condition, we have to find out what is the ratio of the radii of the two circle. Means we have to find out ratio of radii, means R1 upon R2, or R1 is to R2. This is our required value. First write down what we are supposing here. So we are supposing here that let S1 and S2 are arcs of circles of radii R1 and R2 respectively, subtending an angle theta 1 and theta 2 at center of circle respectively. Okay, so according to given condition, theta 1 will be equals to, theta 1 is equal to 60 degree and theta 2 is equal to 75 degree. So theta 1 is 60 degree and here theta 2 is equal to 75 degree. First we are converting degree measure into what? Radian measure. So 60 degree, to convert it into radian, just simply multiply by pi by 180. So degree will get converted into radian. Use same method here to convert degree measure into radian measure. Multiply to it by pi by 180. So which is equal to, remaining part is calculation part, both the numbers are divisible by 60, 61s are and 63s are, means here we are getting pi radian upon 3, and here both the numbers are divisible by 15 5s are 75, so 5 into pi will be equal to 5 pi radian, and if I am dividing to denominator by 15 we will get 12. So in this way we have got the value of theta 1 and theta 2 in terms of what? Radian. Now we are using given condition to find out required ratio, means ratio of what? Radius of two circle. What is the given condition? So here it is given to us that S1 and S2 are equal. So it is given to us that these two arcs are of equal length. So two arcs of the same length, means S1 and S2 are equal, it is given to us. But we know that length of arc is nothing but what? S is equals to R theta. So S1 will be equal to R1 theta 1 and S2 will be equals to R2 theta 2. So therefore our aim is to find out ratio of radii. So collect the terms of radius on one side. So R1 keep it as it is, R2 is multiplied, on this side it will get divided, and on this side what is the remaining term? Theta 2 divided by what? Theta 1. And remember that this is one of the important result, can be used as a shortcut method while solving objective type question. Whenever the question is asked to find out ratio of the radius, at that time you are able to apply this as an formula. But if the exam if this question is asked in the examination of class 11th, at that time we have to use the descriptive method to solve this example. So which is equals to, now theta 2 I am replacing by its value. What is the value of theta 2? 5 pi radian upon 12, and value of theta 1 will be equals to pi radian upon 3. So here we can observe that 5 pi radian upon 12, keep it as it is, into, here it can be written as 3 upon pi radian. This term is divided, if you are multiplying it will we have to take its reciprocal. Here pi radian will get cancelled, 3 1s are and 3 4s are. So what result we have got? 5 by 4. So which implies that R1 is to R2, means ratio of the radii will be equals to 5 is to 4. In this way we have got our required answer, means we have got the ratio of the radii of two circle. So remember that this is one of the shortcut method while solving the objective type question. So to use this shortcut method, not necessary to convert this degree measure into what? Radian measure. Here we can observe that theta 2 upon theta 1 means what? 75 is the value of theta 2 upon theta 1 means 60 degree. Both the numbers are divisible by what? 15. 15 5s are and 15 4s are. But to apply this formula, S is equals to R theta, angle should be in what? Radian. That's why first we have converted degree measure into what? Radian measure. But while solving objective type question, not necessary to convert degree measure into radian measure. Directly you are able to take the ratio of theta 2 and theta 1 to find out ratio of what? R1 and R2. Hope this shortcut method is very clear to you. In this way we have completed first 5 example. Again 5 example are there in this exercise. This example we will discuss in the next lecture.